everyone. Welcome to the 30-day photo challenge, April 2021 edition. My name is Elsie Kibue, and I'm a photographer based in the UK. So for the whole month of April, I'll be sharing with you photo stories from BIPOC Women Photographers. And we have one with us now. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, thank you so much. Hi, everybody. My name is Michelle Kemei. I am based in Nairobi. My photography journey started around 5 years ago, and that's what I studied in college. And now I am mostly into podcasting and audio editing, but photography is still very close to me. So yeah, that's
Oh,
my
cool.
intro.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for accepting to do this challenge. Would you like to talk us through the photo you're sharing with us today?
Hi, everybody. So this is a picture I took in the winter of 2019. I was in my last year of college then, and I was developing a portfolio for the senior show. So I was working on self-portraiture and thinking about just the ways that we either show up in the world or how we become invisible in the world. Like, what kinds of things um, are we in charge of? You know, how much of our presentation are we in charge of? How much of how we present ourselves outside is different from how we either feel about ourselves inside, or how we conduct ourselves in like private spaces. And I think part of a reason why I was very drawn to this project at that time is I was not doing well mentally while being in school. So I was like, this is like the easiest way for me to finish this degree is just turn the camera to myself and just, I know many photographers usually have this very like great opening as to why they did a project. I did this project because I needed a degree and my initial idea didn't work out. And then I was like, you know what? I have me and I can work with me. Yeah, so that's the general idea of how this series came about. And this particular picture, I was driving with my friend to the park and I was like, could you help me? I just want to try out some scenarios. And I was thinking about being outside and being lost in the woods and the feeling of, searching, wanting to find something, but also it's like clearly winter, there's not much in the trees for you to find. And I think this photo is like cropped, but I was also like barefoot on the ice. So yeah, just thinking about those kinds of details, like how am I placing myself in the landscape, and is it I was feeling like this is really talking about just searching, just being in constant search for something. Yeah.
Wow.
If you can ask me something more specific, maybe I can get more eloquent, but this is what was happening.
Actually, you kind of summed it up very well. You summed it up very well. Did you have a title for your project?
So the project is untitled. I've never found a good title for it that wasn't cheesy, but this particular picture was titled I Went Outside and There Was Nothing There for Me. That's the title of this.
Of the
Yeah.
photograph or of the project?
Of the photograph, of this particular photograph. The series
Oh,
is just untitled as of now.
so how many photographs are there in this series?
So I made a lot of photographs, but I ended up editing it to a final 12, which is what I ended up displaying. Yeah, so it's, let's say 12, but I still, once I get my schedule in order and like my editing stuff is running well, I'm going to go back and start developing more self-portraits. So this is definitely a project that I see continuing and growing without the pressure of time.
But like with every project, take your time. You always have
Mm,
this feeling of knowing when to stop,
mm.
and sometimes or when to pause. Like for you right now, it's a pause, and then you'll come back to it. But there's always those feelings within photography of knowing with a project when to pause and when to stop. And certainly when you're ready, definitely, yeah, continue on with the project. But the question I really wanted to ask, because you said this photo had its own title, did the other photographs have their own title as well?
They did. So we have some others. There's one called My Gift to You. There's another called The Face I'd Rather Put On. Grip, Self-Measurement. Sometimes I Want to Feel Something. All American Waist. Naona Lakini Sioni, which for the non-Swahili speakers is I see but I can't see. Yeah, and then the rest are untitled.
Okay. Yeah. What was the title of this image again? Just remind me.
I went outside and there was nothing there for me.
I went outside and there was nothing there for me. That's actually a great title for the series. If you think about it.
You know what? You're about to get credit as the one who names the series.
Yeah, because sometimes flip it around, and sometimes I find even that's what I learned over the years, because I studied photography as well. So over the years, you turn to, like one of my tutors used to say, flip it around, flip it on his head. His favorite phrase was flip it on its head. And I'm sure some of the people who'll be watching this will be laughing and be like, yeah,
they'll be like, that's the title.
That's the title. So flip it around, because the project doesn't have a title. Look at what you've named the photographs themselves, and then just pick from that the one that Reynolds. I can't even say the
word.
Resonates with you. The one that resonates with you. And for me, the title you gave this photograph, even probably without seeing the other images in the series, kind of like pops and it works. And it kind of like just sums up what you're trying to portray with the photograph as well. Don't you find?
I think so. This is why I chose this one. I thought I was the most successful at giving it a name. And I think it's one of my, I don't like choosing favorites, but I have a soft spot for this picture. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I honestly cannot. Is the rest of your series like on your website where people can go and see it? Or
you know what? By the time you release this, there will be a link.
Because it better be on your website so we can see the rest of it.
I stopped doing photography full time, so I didn't want to keep paying for the website that I was paying for. So I have them like stored in PDFs and stuff. So I'll find some way for there to be a link without me paying for it by the time this comes out. So
okay, fair enough. Good enough. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much, Michelle, for sharing with us that photograph, which is part of our series. And I hope we get to see the rest of the images you took for this. But yeah, I'm excited for you in a way. I'm excited. I'm excited. I want to see you do more of this project, and I want to see the rest of the images. Yeah, so make sure you put them somewhere where you can see them. Are they not like on your social media, like on Instagram or Facebook?
Okay, I am a photographer who does not use Instagram. So I just, I'm really bad with Instagram. But trust me, I will find a way for it to be online.
So we are going to quickly do the fire question round. So I thought this would be
I feel like a celebrity at those talk shows when like the host is like, oh my God, it's time to play a game.
That's why I introduced this segment, because I want this bit, because I wanted it to be a bit fun, you know, like, yeah, break it up a bit. I thought this would be a quick, fun way to ask photography related questions. So just pick one that comes to mind.
No problem.
And are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready.
I was born ready. I'm ready.
Good. Fixed or telephoto lens?
Fixed.
Lightroom or Photoshop?
Photoshop.
Color or black and white?
Oh God. Black and white.
DSLR or mirrorless?
DSLR.
Film or digital?
Film.
Film. That's it.
That was probably the fastest I answered. I was like, film.
I know.
Film.
Yeah. Do you shoot on film when you're in Nairobi? Do you shoot on film? Do you get a chance
So
to?
I haven't, but it's been a long time since I shot film. And then I left my camera somewhere else where I used to live before. So it'll just be a while until I get to do film again.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's usually studios that develop film here and stuff like that. So it's not like dead.
Yeah.
But it's definitely possible.
Cool. Yeah.
But right now it's just me and my DSLR until further notice.
That is one of the things I really want to, when I come back to Nairobi, is like shoot film and have them developed and processed there, so I can see the journey of how it works or how easy it is or difficult. Because certainly it's something that one of my projects when I drop down there. So I'm looking forward to that. So thank you so much, Michelle, for sharing with us your amazing work. So please be sure to follow Michelle. I'll leave all her details in the description bar below. Hopefully by the time this is out, she'll have a website showing us her photographs.
Oh my God, pray for it. We don't know if it will happen. We don't know if it happened, but I'm very thankful to be able to talk to you and to share a picture that is very exciting to me. And I'm looking forward to see all the other people you feature, and I think it'll be really fun. Also, shameless plug, don't edit this out. I am starting a photography podcast, should be live by June. So whenever that happens, I'll share with you and you can give me some feedback and stuff like that.
Okay, we'll support that. Like I said, all the details plus the podcast plus the podcast link. Yeah, be sure to go and have a listen. Yeah, will be in the description below. So until next time.
Bye. This will make me very motivated to finish that podcast.